Have you ever caught yourself wondering why some people seem to effortlessly command attention the moment they enter a room, while others fade into the background as if invisible? What if I told you that capturing someone's interest is not about luck or perfect looks? It's a skill and art form that anyone can learn the art of genuine connection. Imagine having the ability to spark real curiosity in people with just a few subtle moves. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal the exact techniques that make people not just notice you, but truly want to engage with you. These aren't tired compliments or predictable lines you've heard 1,000 times. These are proven strategies that tap into the core of human curiosity and attraction. Remember the timeless wisdom of Will Rogers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. That's why mastering the first moments of interaction is so crucial. But what exactly makes an impression unforgettable? How do you create that magnetic pull that lingers in someone's mind long after you've gone? The secret lies not just in what you say, but in how you make people feel the mystery. You build the intrigue you spark and the lighthearted fun you bring to the table. So if you're ready to take your social game to a whole new level, stick around. Because what I'm about to share will completely transform the way you connect with others. These are the ultimate connection tactics that people find irresistible strategies that can turn a casual encounter into a memorable interaction that opens doors and builds bonds. Step 1. Embrace humor. Let's start with humor, the secret weapon of social interaction. The great Mark Twain once said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." Think about that for a moment. Why is laughter so powerful? It's not just about cracking a joke or making someone smile. Humor breaks down social walls in ways compliments simply cannot. It's a universal language of warmth and openness that instantly signals confidence, wit, and emotional intelligence. When you use humor, you're telling people, "I'm comfortable here. I'm in control." And those are qualities that naturally draw people in. Making someone laugh during a first interaction is already half the battle won. It shifts the energy from awkwardness to ease, from formality to genuine connection. Picture this. You meet someone new. Instead of diving into stiff, rehearsed small talk, you throw out a clever, lighthearted comment that gets them smiling. Suddenly, they're relaxed, curious, wanting to hear more. You've opened the door to a meaningful conversation, all because you dared to be playful. Step 2. Master playful teasing. Now that you've got their attention with humor, it's time to up the ante with playful teasing. This is not about putting someone down or being rude. It's about creating a playful push and pull, a dance that says, "I'm interested, but I'm not desperate." Think of playful teasing as a gentle nudge, a way of showing that you're engaged, yet maintaining your own standards. You're signaling that you're confident enough not to fall head over heels immediately, that you expect more than just surface-level charm. Imagine casually teasing someone about a quirky habit they mention, or playfully questioning their bold statement with a wink. It's like pulling their leg in a fun way that builds chemistry and a unique connection. This kind of lighthearted banter is what separates memorable encounters from forgettable ones. Avoid falling into the trap of predictable compliments. Most people resort to safe lines like, "You're so beautiful," or "Your smile is stunning." But here's the thing, they've heard those before. What people really want is to feel something genuine, something that tells them you see them beyond appearances. Raising the bar, set higher standards. By teasing lightly, you're communicating something powerful without saying it outright. Your standards are high, and you're not easily impressed. This shows intelligence and attentiveness. It tells them they need to bring their best, not just good looks, to win your approval. This strategy works wonders because it challenges people in a way that's fun, not intimidating. It creates an irresistible dynamic where they want to step up to prove themselves worthy of your interest. Create a memorable dynamic. Here's a simple but effective scenario. With a playful grin, you say, I don't think you and I would ever work out." It's not rejection, it's teasing that instantly creates chemistry. This kind of lighthearted pushback makes you stand out and levels the playing field. No longer is it one person chasing the other. Instead, it becomes a mutual dance of playful banter where both sides are engaged, enjoying the moment without pressure or pretense. You're confident, present, and effortlessly charming. You don't put them on a pedestal, you treat them as an equal partner in the social game. And that is incredibly attractive. Building on the idea of two people enjoying their interaction together, you confidently engage in playful banter. While many people tread carefully, choosing their words with caution to avoid any misunderstanding or offense, you create an atmosphere of light, effortless flirtation, like a gentle dance that flows naturally between two willing partners. This ease and charm make the conversation not only enjoyable, but also memorable. Here's the critical part: you signal that you're confident enough to engage fully without placing the other person on a pedestal. You show them that you see them as an equal, not as someone to be idolized or put on an unreachable throne. This subtle shift in perspective makes a huge difference. It communicates respect, openness, and genuine interest without any awkward hierarchy. But beware, there's a fine line to walk here. Don't overdo the teasing. Too much playful teasing can backfire, sending the wrong message and becoming more annoying than charming. If you push too far, they might think you don't care at all, or worse, that you're mocking them. That's never the goal. The key lies in balancing attraction with lighthearted teasing so that you become the person they remember long after the conversation ends. Why does this work so well? Because playful teasing creates a positive kind of tension, a subtle push and pull dynamic. You show interest, then pull back just enough to keep them guessing. Suddenly they're wondering, do they really like me? Or are they just having fun? That sense of mystery and uncertainty draws them in. They want to figure you out, and the more they think about you, the deeper their investment becomes. Here's something many people overlook. The person who can make someone laugh, even on their worst days, is often the one they trust most deeply. Why is that? Because laughter reveals emotional intelligence and resilience qualities that stand out strongly when life gets tough. People feel safe and comforted around someone who can make them laugh, especially in moments of vulnerability. So embrace humor and genuine connection and watch how they transform every interaction into a meaningful experience. Now let's talk about the power of mirroring. Body language is incredibly powerful, and mirroring is almost magical in how it helps you connect with others. Imagine you're speaking to someone, and without even realizing it, both of you lean in at the same time, your movements perfectly in sync, as if dancing to the same rhythm. That's the power of mirroring. But mirroring isn't just about copying gestures. It's about creating an invisible bond, a subtle connection that fosters trust and intimacy. When done subtly, mirroring becomes one of the most powerful tools in your social toolkit. Picture this: you're in a conversation, and when the other person leans forward slightly, you find yourself doing the same. Suddenly, there's a magnetic pull, an exchange of energy that naturally draws you closer together. Isn't that incredible? Oprah Winfrey once said, "If you want to connect, lean in." And she's absolutely right. Leaning in shows engagement and sparks that subconscious connection we all crave. But don't stop there. Try tilting your head slightly while maintaining eye contact. This small gesture speaks volumes. It says, "I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm genuinely interested." The beauty of this simple act lies in its profound effect on how connected someone feels to you. However, be mindful: glancing around the room or looking over someone's head sends the opposite message. It communicates disinterest or distraction, breaking the intimate connection you're trying to build. Scientists have taken a closer look at this fascinating phenomenon through slow-motion videos revealing the tiny, almost imperceptible ways we mirror each other in social settings. These micro-movements, quick nods, subtle tension in the fingers, a slight stretching of the lips, or even the faintest twitches happen so delicately that they often escape our conscious notice. Yet these synchronized actions between close friends or people engaged in conversation speak volumes about the connection being formed. It's as if our brains are silently signaling, "This person understands me." And honestly, isn't that exactly what we're all seeking in our interactions? So why not give this a try the next time you find yourself in a conversation? Subtly mirror their body language. Lean in when they lean in, nod when they nod, tilt your head just a little to show your engagement. The true magic of this technique lies in its subtlety. It's not about mimicking or copying, but about naturally reflecting the other person's movements and energy. You'll be amazed at how this simple adjustment transforms your interactions, making them feel smoother, more connected, and effortless. Now, moving on to the next powerful tactic: reverse the rules. Imagine you're chatting with someone who's genuinely intrigued by you. There's a little mystery in the air, a spark of tension, but what really draws them in? People love a challenge. Not one that makes them uncomfortable, but a playful, engaging kind that keeps them on their toes, guessing and wanting more. This dynamic invites them to subtly pursue you, creating a fun and flirty atmosphere that fuels attraction. Ask yourself, are you the kind of person who simply goes along with everything? Or are you the one who adds a little spine, a playful resistance that leaves others wanting more? Here's a perfect example of how to do this. When flirting, you might say something cheeky like, "My mom warned me about people like you, the ones who totally take advantage of me. What you're doing here is flipping the script." You're implying they're the ones trying to win you over, turning the interaction into a game where they feel like the pursuer. This playful reversal taps into a natural competitive spirit while keeping the mood light and flirtatious. The trick is to keep it fun and never too serious. Timing is everything. If someone is talking passionately about their love for painting or cooking, don't just agree with everything they say. Instead, try saying something like, "You're going to have to prove it. I'm not sure I believe you. Show me what you've got." This playful invitation sparks a back and forth that's both stimulating and flirtatious. However, remember that timing is crucial. Dropping playful lines in the middle of a serious or tense conversation can feel awkward or inappropriate. Instead, wait until the atmosphere is light when you're both sharing a laugh, and it's clear neither of you takes things too seriously. Once they know you're just having fun, this approach works wonders because it makes them feel like they have to step up their game to keep your attention. Remember, the goal is for them to earn your attention, not the other way around. Think of chemistry as a delicate balance, a dance between tension and relaxation. You don't want everything to be predictable or laid out on a silver platter. Instead, you want to keep things intriguing and dynamic. For example, imagine you're chatting about baking and you casually say, "I bet I could make a better cake than you." Just by throwing out that playful challenge, you're planting the idea that you're their equal, and now they feel motivated to prove you wrong. This subtle competitive energy pulls them deeper into the interaction, encouraging them to keep showing their best because you've sparked a fun, engaging challenge, not a condescending one. Dr. Helen Fisher, an anthropologist renowned for her research on love and relationships, explains that this kind of playful competition triggers dopamine, the brain chemical linked to pleasure and reward. It's a natural way to build attraction and create memorable connections. This is why playful teasing works so well. It turns the interaction into an emotional roller coaster full of highs and lows that keep things exciting. The key is balance. You're not trying to outdo them or make them feel inferior. Instead, you show confidence by poking fun at both yourself and them all while keeping the mood light and enjoyable. It's a back and forth dance that builds tension and attraction, leaving them thinking about you long after the conversation ends. Keeping things playful, flirty, and light ensures both of you enjoy the moment, and it leaves them wanting more. So next time your conversation drifts to something they're passionate about, will you just take their words at face value? Or will you throw in a playful challenge that keeps them guessing and engaged? How will you balance tension and fun to create that irresistible chemistry? Number 4, let your eyes flirt. Have you ever stopped to really think about the power of a single glance? It's incredible that just locking eyes with someone for a brief moment can send such a strong message. Eye contact is your secret weapon, and once you master it, you'll be amazed at how quickly it builds connection. People, especially women, are incredibly perceptive, often picking up on subtle cues even before you say a word. The eyes don't lie. They reveal so much confidence, nervousness, genuine curiosity, or even just testing the waters. But here's the trick. It's not just about looking, it's about controlled eye contact. You want to hold their gaze long enough to show interest, but not so long that it becomes uncomfortable or intimidating. Picture this. You're in a grocery store aisle, and across from you, you catch her eye. You hold that gaze for a few beats, anchor it with a friendly smile, then calmly look away. That simple action speaks volumes. It's like sending a silent, confident message that says, "I see you and I'm interested." That simple glance sends out a subtle, yet powerful message: "I see you, and I'm intrigued." What makes this so fascinating is how it sparks curiosity. As humans, we're naturally drawn to things that aren't immediately clear or fully available to us. That brief moment of eye contact followed by looking away creates just enough mystery, like opening a door, slightly leaving her wondering what's on the other side. People, especially women, are often wired to be intrigued by a challenge. They don't want everything handed to them on a silver platter. They want something to be curious about, something that keeps them guessing. Using eye contact in this way strikes the perfect balance. You come across as confident, but not overbearing, interested, but not desperate. And that's incredibly compelling. This approach sets you apart from those who are either too shy to make a move or those who come on way too strong. The real magic happens when you break eye contact at just the right moment. Suddenly, she's left wondering, wait, why did he look away? Was he interested or not? That little hint of mystery pulls her in, makes her curious, and keeps her thinking about you. And this isn't just speculation. Behavioral psychology backs it up. Research shows that eye contact can activate the brain's reward system, increasing feelings of attraction and interest. Albert Mehrabian famously noted that 93% of communication is nonverbal, meaning your eyes are doing most of the talking long before you say a single word. That's the beauty of controlled eye contact. It allows you to create tension, intrigue, and connection, all without uttering a single word. Stay calm, stay composed, and let your eyes do the work. People pick up on these subtle signals far more than you realize. It's not just about making her see you. It's about making her feel something, making her curious, making her wonder. And that's where the real magic lies. Keep this up throughout your interaction, and you'll notice the difference. Flirting is like a dance. You take a step, she takes a step. Eye contact pulls her in, but it's the timing and rhythm that make her want to lean in closer. It's about knowing when to look, when to smile, and when to leave just enough mystery hanging in the air. As the great Will Rogers once said, you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and he was absolutely right. Mastering the art of eye contact gives you the edge to make that first impression unforgettable. Sometimes you don't even need words to captivate someone. All it takes is a glance, a pause, and a little mystery to spark something electric. Have you ever stopped to think about the power of a single look? It might just be the most underrated skill you'll ever master. Number 5. The ultimate weapon, push and pull. Push and pull is a classic strategy that works by balancing moments of showing interest with moments of pulling back. Is like a carefully choreographed dance. You step forward, then step back, then forward again, all in a playful rhythm. This push and pull dynamic keeps the interaction lively and exciting, preventing it from becoming predictable or stale. The push is when you act a bit disinterested, emotionally creating some distance, like you're gently pushing her away. The pull is when you show renewed interest, drawing her closer again. The goal is to keep her guessing about your feelings, sparking curiosity, and maintaining attraction. Let's break this down with some playful examples. You might say, you're a danger to my sanity, you're making me so confused I have to keep my distance, or else I might like you too much. Or, the way you smile, you know you're making things difficult for me. I guess I'll have to stay away for a while. Or maybe you're too charming, you're so cute I can hardly stand it. These lines work perfectly whether spoken in person or sent through text. With a little practice, you'll become skilled at reading the flow of the interaction and keeping things lighthearted and fun. Here's the real kicker. There's a hidden art to push and pull that many people overlook. Yes, it might sound wild, but this emotional roller coaster, playfully allowing someone to feel a range of emotions from excitement to mild frustration, actually heightens attraction. When someone experiences these mixed emotions, their brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that floods our system during thrilling rides or emotional highs and lows. People, especially women, often respond strongly to this unpredictability because it makes the interaction exciting and memorable. If you can master this emotional push and pull, where you skillfully raise and lower her emotional engagement, you create a connection that's hard to ignore. Imagine she senses your interest at about 6 out of 10. Then you tease her playfully, dropping the interest a little before bringing it back up to an 8 or 9. Managing these emotional shifts keeps things fresh and engaging. As Mark Twain famously said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. This couldn't be more true here. Successful push and pull is all about starting that emotional dance with respect and care. Keep it light, fun, and positive, and don't push too hard. You don't want to come off as cold or disinterested. The true power of push and pull lies in the emotions it generates. It's not about manipulation. It's about creating a dynamic that keeps things interesting and engaging for both of you. So next time you're deep in conversation, think about how you can add a little playful push, then pull her back with warmth and charm. Number 6, create a stir. then disappear. Have you ever noticed how the most captivating shows or movies often end right at the most suspenseful moment? They leave you hanging, eager to know what happens next. Now imagine bringing that same technique into your conversations. When things are going well, she's laughing at your jokes, the chemistry feels strong, that's your cue to stop. Don't wait for the conversation to lose momentum or become dull. Instead, take charge and end it on a high note, leaving her wanting more. When the conversation is at its peak and she's clearly enjoying herself, it's the perfect moment to leave her wanting more. You could say something like, "I hate to cut this short, but I have something I need to take care of. Let's pick this up soon." What you're doing here isn't closing the interaction, it's leaving the door wide open for the next encounter. You're sparking her curiosity, making her wonder what might come next. This technique works wonders because, as psychology tells us, people are naturally drawn to things they can't fully have right away. Anticipation is a powerful motivator. It triggers the brain's dopamine system, making her eager and excited for the next interaction. You're creating a sense of mystery, and mystery, as we know, is magnetic. By controlling the narrative and timing your exit just right, you leave her intrigued without revealing everything. Now she's left on a high note with thoughts of you lingering long after the conversation has ended. As the saying goes, always leave them wanting more. Number 7, the exquisite power of a simple touch. Have you ever stopped to consider how powerful a simple touch can be? It's almost as if we're wired to interpret the meaning behind every touch, whether it's expressing anger, fear, love, or empathy. Studies show that we interpret touch with up to 83% accuracy. So think about the kind of energy you're sending when you touch someone. Is it a light brush, a firm grip, or a gentle pat? When it comes to flirting, there's a rule called the 5 touches in 15 minutes, simple but surprisingly effective. The idea is to aim to touch the other person about 5 times during a 15-minute conversation. These touches can be as natural as a playful nudge or a light touch during a handshake. When timed right, even the lightest touch can add depth to your words and deepen the connection. Here's where it gets even more interesting. There are 3 key areas of intimacy known as the 3 H's: hands, hips, and head. Imagine during a conversation you gently graze someone's hand while laughing at something they said. It's subtle, but instantly sparks warmth and connection. Or picture guiding someone through a crowded room with a light touch on their lower back or hip, silently communicating care and attention. The head is the ultimate territory of closeness. Whether it's a friendly tap on the shoulder or a playful brush of hair, touching someone's head creates a unique sense of intimacy. So next time you're engaging with someone, ask yourself, what message am I sending with my touch? Could a small, thoughtful gesture shift the entire energy of our connection? Mastering the art of touch is all about subtlety. Sometimes the smallest touch leaves the biggest impact. Wrapping it up, to wrap it all up, mastering these connection tactics isn't about playing games or using manipulative tricks. It's about genuine connection confidence and understanding what makes someone feel truly valued. When people learn to apply these thoughtful techniques, they don't just create attraction, they foster meaningful, lasting relationships. Remember, the most powerful tool you have is authenticity. That's what will ultimately make you stand out in any interaction. If you found these tips helpful, please support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and hitting the notification bell for more amazing content. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.